Who's a harsher critic than me? Nobody, because I know how to throw shade that really hurts my feelings. Hey, today we're going to talk about that noise machine you call a brain and how to stop self-judgment from getting in your way. Hot little reminder for me, like and subscribe. It does so much for these videos and it takes so very little. I don't know about you, but I can be really judgmental towards myself. For some reason, with other people, I can be really compassionate, but with myself, because I have the full picture, I am often kind of like, that's the decision you wanted? That's okay. Once I learned how to interact with self-judgment in a better way, everything in my life just started to flow with more ease. So one major shift that can help you have a better relationship with self-judgment is to create emotional distance from you and the judgment. One way to do that is personifying the judgment. Over on Instagram, I've been doing No Shame November writing challenge, all about disentangling yourself from shame and self-judgment. So be sure to check that out. Back to creating distance between you and your judgment. So when you're able to think of this judgment as something outside of yourself, it's much easier to realize that it's very harsh or kind of unrealistic. As I mentioned, one tactic I really like is personifying the judge. I like to develop an entire persona around my inner hater. I want to know what they eat for breakfast. I want to know what kind of hobbies they're into, what sort of hater profession they're in. Mine definitely is in the IRS. I want to know what profession you think your inner hater would have. So personifying the judgment is really useful because it creates distance. It separates you from these thoughts. But just the shift between using first person pronouns and second or third person pronouns really does a lot. It's way easier to interact with something that you've named instead of something that feels like a part of you that you don't want to tear apart, right? Because ultimately the brain is built for your survival. And so if you believe that this judgment is you, then it's trying to keep that judgment safe as much as it's trying to keep the version of you that's being judged safe. So when you can make it someone else, when you can make it an entity that is outside of yourself, your brain no longer cares to protect it. And you can now look at it and go, okay, this is a useless thought. I don't want this. I don't know if you can 100% stop self-judgment, but I do know for a fact that you can stop self-judgment from affecting your actions. And it's not just me. Luckily, science has my back on this one too. Ethan Kross, lecturer and author of Chatter, did all of the science legwork so I don't have to. He has the book as well as several published studies about how to understand and hone your inner voice so that all of those negative thoughts don't affect your life as much. So I'm going to leave some links about his work in the description box that you can check out. Now I'm going to leave a few prompts from my No Shame November challenge here, and you can pause the video, write them down, jot down your thoughts. Share this with your most judgmental friends. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. See you next week.